So we are alive, right?
Yes, Sabasa, we are live now. You can proceed.
Thank you. Good afternoon and a warm welcome to all of you to the webinar on NECA Awards 2021 Industries category. NECA 2021, I should say, which includes 10 sectors in this rolling cycle, which are cement, chlor-alkali, drug and pharmaceuticals, food processing, glass, iron, paper and pulp, plastic, tire and tea. Myself, Subhabrat Rath, Joint Director, ASSOCHAM. So the National Energy Conservation Award, NECA as we call it, it's an initiative by Bureau of Energy Efficiency. It's a truly, a need of the hour in to motivate, to encourage, to recognize all the sectors that are going into this, making our nation an energy efficient building, energy efficient country, irrespective of sectors, locations, or small, medium, large ventures. The qualitative part and the intention is what I can say drives us here today in this webinar to understand a bit more about it. So there are 5 categories in NECA, and industry is one of the significant contributors towards energy efficiencies, as all of you know. So please stay tuned with us for next hour or so. ASSOCHAM, as the implementer of this award, is hosting this webinar on behalf of BEE. The purpose of today's webinar is to make a walk through the website, the forms and the processes from a user point of view, you can say. So regarding how to fill the forms and any other curiosities or any other queries that might come up in your mind. So we have Mr. Rahul Joshi with us from BEE to support you in these directions and answer your queries in this time frame. We have Mr. Sai, who will represent ASSOCHAM in this session as well. And at the session end, we have Mr. Amit Kumar Sharma for vote of thanks. Before we move forward, let me please welcome Mr. Kamran Sheikh, the Joint Director, BEE, to channelize our thoughts regarding NECA and intent behind it. Over to you, Mr. Kamran, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Shubhata. And I thank all of the participants for coming and joining with us in this webinar. It is one of the series of the webinar which we have commenced to enhance participation and also to address any queries which are there, and also to provide information regarding this event which is going to be happening. Now, Mr. Shubhatra has already said about various sectors which are under this category. And this, as you are all aware, mostly every participant would be aware that these sectors are kept on a rolling cycle basis. Like after 2 years, the next sectors come. This time we have different sectors, and every year we give awards to the winners during the National Energy Conservation Day, which is celebrated on 14th of December. And usually the chief guests are from prominent government officials. And in the past, we had the Prime Minister, we have the President, the Ministers. So this year also we are expecting a good participation from your end. And at the same time, I would like to say that please, the last date is 15th October. So my suggestion would be, do not wait for the last like applying for 1 or 2 days, because now everything is done online. And the process has been made very simple. You just have to register yourself, log in, download the the applicable form, and then upload it. But and since it's IT based, and we cannot predict what will happen at the last moment, but we try that the things work smoothly. But still, I would like to again request all of you to please participate and fill up the form well before in advance, not wait for the last moment. Also, we have the team with me, from the ASSOCHAM team, like from B, Mr. Rahul Joshi is there. Any queries is there, anything you need information or any other help you require regarding filling up the form or hand holding, we are more than we will be welcome to assist you in that. So please feel free during the sessions to clear your doubts. And even after that, if you have, we are always available for you to handhold you in applying for the form. And I once again thank you all of you, and I wish you good luck. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Shubhat.
So I would welcome, thank you, Kamranji. So here with us, our session starts from the presentations, from the brief, you can say, the walkthrough for this, what the purpose. And for that purpose, I would like to invite Mr. Rahul Joshi from BE to guide us through. Thank you. You are on mute, sir. Rahulji, you're on mute. You can unmute yourself.
Sir, am I audible now? Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So a very warm good afternoon to all. I, Rahul Joshi, project engineer at Bureau of Energy Efficiency, welcome you all for webinar on National Energy Conservation Award for Industry Sector. I welcome the dignitaries in the panel. First of all, I would like to welcome Shri Kamran Sheikh, Joint Director, Bureau of Energy Efficiency, Shri Amit Kumar Sharma, Joint Director, ASSOCHAM, Shri Shubharanjan Rath, Joint Director, ASSOCHAM, Shri Kushag Juneja, Consultant, ASSOCHAM, Shri Sai Balaji, Consultant, ASSOCHAM, and the other host members. The purpose of this webinar is to share information and resolve queries regarding National Energy Conservation Award for Industry Sector. And for the first time, we are also organizing Energy Efficiency Innovation Award. So we will resolve queries regarding Energy Efficiency Innovation Award also. So let me share the PPT with you and have discussion on the application process and other associated things in a very systematic way. Sir, my screen is visible. Is it visible?
Yes, Rahul.
So these are the 31st National Energy Conservation Award. The awards were first commenced in the year 1991 in the date 14 December. Since then, the awards are celebrated every year, and 14 December is known as National Energy Conservation Day. It is basically a part of central sector scheme of Government of India known as Energy Conservation Scheme, and it has some subcomponent of National Energy Conservation Award. So there are 5 categories in National Energy Conservation Award. We have industries, transport, buildings, institutions, and appliances. So this is the ad which was recently released in the prominent newspapers all over the country. We have one ad in English and one ad in Hindi. So in the ad, you can see that we are inviting applications for 31st National Energy Conservation Award and for the first time, Energy Efficiency Innovation Award. The categories under National Energy Conservation Award, as I have told earlier, can be seen in the presentation. For Energy Efficiency Innovation Award, there are 2 categories. Category A, buildings, in which buildings, transport, and industries are included. And in Category B, students and research scholars can participate. So for both the awards, you have to apply through our web portal www.be-neca.in. So next slide. So there are predominantly 2 stakeholders involved. First of all, this award is a flagship scheme of umbrella scheme of Ministry of Power and with the guidance of Ministry of Power, Bureau of Energy Efficiency is organizing National Energy Conservation Award every year. Now let me move to the time. We have the award process, application process started on 20 September with the publication of advertisement. The last date of receiving application is 15 October, and the award will be organized on 14 December. So we have our, as you can see, there is a rolling cycle for the National Energy Conservation Award. In the year 2021, there were many sectors. Now coming to 2021, which is the current year, we have sectors like cement, chlor-alkali, drugs and pharmaceutical, food processing, glass, iron, paper and pulp, plastic, tire, and tea. So as the discussion is only for the industry sector, we will concentrate our focus on these sectors only. For the first time also, we are Ministry of Power has has include an initiative to include SME also, the small and medium enterprises, which are the backbone of Indian economy. So for chlor-alkali, drugs and pharmaceutical, food processing, iron and plastic, we have Ministry of Power will give awards for SME as well as large category. So we have sectors for NECA, like categories, industries, buildings, institutions, appliances, and transport. So let me come to the evaluation methodology. First, it will consist of preliminary scrutiny. So we have our consultant on board, ASSOCHAM. ASSOCHAM team will cross-check the applications received and verify that all the mandatory data and information has been provided and conduct a preliminary technical evaluation of applications. Then the technical scrutiny, we have our evaluating agencies from major government organizations like NPC, ESL, Central Electricity Authority. So BE team and evaluating agency will cross-verify the preliminary evaluation and forward the evaluation report to technical committee. The technical committee is chaired by member thermal Central Electricity Authority, and they will review and give recommendations to award committee, which is chaired by Secretary Power, Ministry of Power. Then award committee will finalize the winners with support of technical committee. Then we will have physical verification of documents, data which was being submitted to us. Then on the 14th December, we will have announcement of winners. So the brief, the industry sector, as I have stated before, these are our 10 industry sector in which in 5 sectors, SME will also be given awards. So eligibility is that we will collect operational data from the year 2017 to 21, and it is the fiscal year. The awards are for Indian industries only. No fees is applicable, and there is some ground of disqualification if you submit some misleading information or false documentation. So we are asking for some voluntary documentation from industries, like this year we are asking third-party audit report, which should be conducted after 1st April 2017. Then we will ask about energy savings, electrical as well as thermal. Then you have to submit supporting documents for all the energy conservation measures, which can include narrative, photograph, calculation and saving, and the report concerned. So the evaluation criteria by which award will be announced is we have around 7 parameters. First of all, we have energy saving electrical, in which consists of 10 marks, energy saving thermal, which consists of 10 marks, SEC electrical reduction, 12 marks, SEC thermal reduction, 12 marks. Then there is a certificate of ISO 50001, 2 marks, green building, and the last energy audit conducted, 2 marks. So we have total 50 marks. So the new initiative by the Ministry of Power this year is the Energy Efficiency Innovation Award. The sectors which are not included, apart from the 10 sectors, they can also participate. They can participate in the Energy Efficiency Innovation Award if they think they have implemented some project which was original and related to energy efficiency. So, and the idea should be implemented in the last 2 fiscal years, 1920 and 2021. Then we have some parameters like replicability, affordability, reliability, impact on energy savings, impact on environment and sustainability. So industry representative can participate in this award also. So we have some media coverage, and more to that, as all the attendees must have heard about environment, social governance. The organization which received National Energy Conservation Award feel pride to document the Energy Conservation Award in their ESG profile. So we will have a Q&A session after the webinar, and you can register at the website www.b-neca.in. You can coordinate, you can contact Sai Balaji, and for any assistance in email, you can contact us at neca.help@gmail.com. Now I will move forward and show to all the attendees how to register at b-neca.in and all the associated things which shall come afterwards. Let me share my screen again. Firefox. Sai, is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
So we will go to our website. So there is a you can apply for Energy Efficiency Innovation Award, that is EEIA, and apply for National Energy Conservation Award in the same website. So we will first see the registration process for National Energy Conservation Award. You can enter your name there. I will enter my. So for industries, you have to select industry sector and the subsector, like, so for giving example, I'm stating cement here. Then password, you can mention according to the password rules. So we have to accept this terms and condition and privacy policy, in which we have stated that we will not share your data to any third party. Like, you can read yourselves in the terms and condition and privacy policy. It is as per the legal framework of Government of India. So we so that you will receive this message like you are successfully registered for NECA 2021, and you have to verify your email address. So I have opened my email address. We will receive mail. So this is the NECA Award, National Energy Conservation Award verification link. Okay, so I will open this document. So dear Rahul, greetings from Bureau of Energy Efficiency. Your account, you would if the participant forgets his username or password, then in the itself first verification mail, you can see your username and password. You don't have to every time click on forget password, but just you have to see your first mail which was received from us, the verification mail itself. So this is, thank you for showing your interest in 31st National Energy Conservation Award for exceptional achievement in energy efficiency. To complete your registration for NECA 2021 and verify your email address, please click on the below activation link. Now I will click on the activation link. So this is your account has been successfully verified. You are registered successfully. Please log in and proceed with applications for NECA 2021. Or you can click here also, log in. So I will, and then you have to take the rightmost tab of login and enter your credentials. For example, mine were username. So this is saying you have successfully logged into NECA 2021. You can do, don't say. So your profile will be mentioned here, like your organization name, username. If you have mentioned mobile number, it will be mentioned email ID, sector, and subsector. Okay, you can edit also your information that there. Then we will go to form, which is the most important step. So what you have to do is that click on the leftmost blue tab, download the form. The form will be downloaded once I click this. The form has been downloaded, and then after you have filled the form, you have to upload the form here in the browse. If you have attachments like that we have mentioned in the PPT, energy savings or any other document, you can upload the attachments. And for if you are not sure to submit one time or two time, you can save as draft also. Your entire attachments and the upload form will be seen here. Or you can do the clear all if you want to remove all the things. So the form has been downloaded. What I will do is that share my another screen in which form has been downloaded. So I will share my Microsoft Excel. The form has been downloaded. Is it visible, sir? Sai, it is visible?
Yes, sir.
So this is the evaluation criteria. Like I have mentioned earlier, you can do that. So this is the evaluation criteria. There are some documents requirement like third-party energy audit report, supporting documents for thermal energy conservation measures. And this is the most legal step. But I would say that you have to click here for giving us your data. It is mentioned here that I hereby declare that the information given in this application is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. In case any information given in this application proves to be false or incorrect during the verification process, I shall be responsible for the disqualification of my application. We have not been, and this is also important, that you have to ensure that you are not being blacklisted by any central or state government institution, and there is or has been no litigation with any government department. If at any stage it is found that we have hidden any such information, we may take suitable action against us and disqualify our application and cancel the award if conferred to us. So after clicking this checkbox, then you can move on to, this will automatically get to I agree. Then you have to submit your information like details of organization, the organization name, address, phone number, mail ID. Then second part is details of managing director, which can be details of managing director, CEO, chairman, or unit head. Then name, designation, contact number. Then you have to mention landline as well as mobile number. Then details of applicant, name, designation, contact number. Then this is the most crucial step this year, as Ministry of Power has stated us that energy, the nodal officer will be also invited in the stage itself along with the CEO of the company for receiving the award. So you have to mention the nodal officer which is looking after energy efficiency, that name, designation, contact number. Then if your organization has ISO 50001 certificate, third-party energy audit report, and the unit has achieved green building certification. So what you can do is that you can select, if you have certificate, you can state yes or no. Then we move into technical details. So as for the first year, MSME will also be recognized for their exceptional achievement in energy efficiency. We are asking financials and the SME guidelines, which are SME guidelines of Government of India, which consists of turnover and investment, will be incorporated for taking MSME into consideration. Like you have to mention annual turnover of company, annual turnover of unit, total investment in energy conservation measures at unit level. Then you have to state your major product details, like name of major product for the 4 years data, actual production of major products. So this, apart from two sectors, that is drugs and pharmaceutical and tire, we are asking the unit in numbers. In all the other sectors, we have asked the unit in ton. Then you have to mention your specific energy consumption, which is of major product. Then specific energy consumption, thermal, of major product. Then if you are making some other product also, apart from the major product, you can mention up to maximum 4 products. And then you have to mention the total actual production of other products, total energy consumed for other products, electrical as well as thermal. Now it will automatically calculate the equivalent production after you have stated this much of data. Then we are asking electrical energy details, which consist of connected load of unit, contract demand of unit, peak load of unit, and then from which sources you are taking energy, from conventional energy sources, which is from grid. Then from conventional energy sources, coal and gas-based CPP. From conventional energy sources, DG sets. From waste heat recovery boiler, and from non-conventional energy sources, which is renewable energy sources within the plant boundary. Then from non-conventional energy sources outside the plant boundary. Then the next step is electricity exported to grid. If you are exporting some amount of electricity, then electricity exported to colony or other facilities outside the plant boundary. So it will automatically calculate total electricity consumption in lakh kWh. For thermal energy details, you have to mention your solid fuel, liquid fuel, and gas fuel. For solid fuel, you have to mention your quantity, GCV of that quantity. For liquid fuel, you have to mention quantity, specific density, and the gross calorific value. For gas fuel, you have to mention quantity and the gross calorific value. After that, it will calculate your total thermal energy consumption automatically. Then the most important step, you have to mention the achievement of energy saving from energy efficiency projects, electrical. This is mentioned in bold that you don't have to mention renewable energy projects. So you can state your energy savings in the year 1819, 1920, 2021 in the kWh. And for data, you have to enter another tab, that is electrical energy saving tab. This is, I will come to it later. Then for thermal energy saving, thermal energy efficiency projects, you have to mention the value in kcal, and then you have to mention the data in the thermal energy saving tab, which is there. Now let me come to, then automatically it will calculate your SEC electrical percentage SEC reduction over previous year in electrical, and then percentage SEC reduction over previous year in thermal. For electrical energy saving, we are asking serial number, the name of energy conservation measure implemented, description of the measure, year of implementation of the energy conservation measure, energy saving through ECM, you have to mention in the every year, investment in rupees lakh, and then if there are any remarks from your side, you can enter here. For thermal energy saving, you have to mention the same ECM, energy conservation measure, then you have to mention description, year of implementation. Now for thermal energy saving, you have to specify unit also. For example, you have saving in liquid terms or in solid terms or in gas terms. You have to mention that unit also. And in the prospective years, then you have to mention your investment and if you want to add remarks. So after filling the form, as I have stated earlier, you have to upload the form along with all the attachments, and then you have to do the final submit. I think, Sai, I should end my presentation here.
Thank you, Mr. Rahul. And we can switch back to the presentation. And if there are any queries, we can go ahead with taking them. We would request please share your queries in the question and answer box so that we can take up them and resolve your questions.
Someone is asking if there is any fee. I have cleared in the first step only that there is no fee applicable for these awards.
There is one question that what is the format of attachments that can be uploaded onto the website?
The format has been given in the web portal itself. It is in the form of JPG, PNG, and PDF. And there is some data limit also. You can check there.
Rahul ji, Sai, there are few questions in the Q&A box regarding renewable energy, regarding size of file. Please take that up. I have answered a lot of questions, but these are a little in detail. Please take them up. Please click on the Q&A section and the chat section.
Sir, I cannot see a Q&A section. Okay. It's the same.
Let me read out the questions for you. One question is there any size limit of the file? Sai, can you please confirm this?
There is no.
This is by Mr. Ram Yagya Pathak.
Yes. So there is no any specific size limit, but what we are expecting is that the documentation should cover all the inputs of every efficiency measure that you have implemented. There is no specific size limit into the form into the website.
Okay, but we would recommend that if you can zip it and keep it the smallest, that would be great.
We will recommend that you keep the size less than 50 MB.
Yes. There's another question, like schools are not eligible for any of them, or there will be any category of institution. Please note that schools are not eligible for this year. Hospitals, hotels, and airports and shopping malls are eligible for this year. This is on a rolling cycle basis. So this year schools are not eligible, and every year the cycles change. So maybe next year you can apply. Mr. Dhaval Patel has asked, we are a manufacturing facility for thermal boiler pressure parts. My understanding is that we cannot apply this year, but in next year, 2022, sir, please refer to b-neca/in b.neca.in/notification. I have put the link on the chat box and see if you fit in any category because it will be very difficult to accurately point out. If you think that you are eligible to apply in a category that is closer to what is listed, please go ahead and apply. Also, for the 3-year rolling cycle, the sectors are listed in the chat box in the notification.
We have one.
Rahulji, if you can answer this question, Mr. Gopal Krishna Pushpagiri has asked.
This time
you are not considering IT sector. We are interested from IT testing laboratories. Could you suggest on this sector?
Sir, IT sector, we encourage them to participate in the building categories. And then in the last year, we have in the building categories, corporate office as well as government office. But for this year, we are not having, in the building categories, we are having state CPWD, PWD and PHAD, along with, I think in the building sectors, we are all only having state PWD, right? We are not having corporate office this time. Let me confirm. In the building
We have
sector,
hotels, hospitals, airports.
Right.
This
We
is
are not having any office or
institutions. We have state PWD, CPWD, and in buildings we have hospitality sector, which consists of hotels, hospitals, airport, shopping mall, or plazas. You can refer to the link which Mr. Kushagar has shared to for getting more detail about the sectors and categories.
There is one question related to Rahulji. There is one question related to in-house certified energy auditor. Is it, I mean, is it sufficient to apply for the awards? Because some industries might have their own energy audits conducted by the in-house auditor. So, do you take it in, or it has to be a third party? That is the question. Yeah.
Sir, as I have mentioned in the form that we are asking this year, the nodal officer, which is looking after energy efficiency. And for organizations, in B point of view, it must be energy manager or energy auditor. So they will also be invited in the stage for receiving the award. So we have taken this factor there. There is no separate categories for energy auditor or managers.
Yes, Mr. Ram Pathak, one more question is there. As you are aware that last year due to pandemic, there was impact on volume which result in increase in SEC, how B is taking during evaluation. Thank you so much, sir. Very good question. And so this time what we have done is instead of just last 3 years, we have provided data for 4 years. The column in the form is for 4 years. So if there is a pandemic affecting the particular industry, you can also put in the data of 1 year before the pandemic, which is I think 17, 18 if I'm not wrong, and you can provide 1 year before data also. So that is how we have incorporated that in the form.
I would like to add one more point, Kushagar sir. In every year we take data for 4 years only. But as you have mentioned that the question is that in the pandemic year 2021, it will be same for all the sectors, right? If your industry is affected, it will create a level playing field in all the sectors. So if your consumption is less or your specific energy consumption has drastically increased or decreased, the level playing field will be created across the sector. Like in other industries also in the same sector, they will be having the same problem.
Right. Mr. Ram Pathak has one more question. Can we change the unit of measurement as per plant, like kWh per number to kWh per metric ton in format? I think yes.
Sir, as I have mentioned in the form that the form which I have opened was for 2 sectors only, the unit which we are asking in numbers, that is drugs and pharma and tire. Apart from these 2 sectors, there are 8 sectors like cement, chlor-alkali, etc., in which we have asked the unit in ton itself. You can refer while applying for the award.
One more question is thermal energy part for cement grinding plants. I think he's asking what is the contribution of thermal energy plants in cement grinding. I'm not sure if I'm getting the question right. Sir, if you can please elaborate this question once again, that will be great. Meanwhile, we have one more question from Mr. Surendra ASSOCHAM. For discoms, how can we fill thermal energy savings? Rahulji, would you like to take this?
Sir, I would like to reiterate that this webinar is only for the industry sector. The DISCOM webinar was held around 24, I guess, 24 September. So if you need the video, we can provide you the video. And for DISCOM, we have not asked for thermal energy saving. While applying, you can check there. It is a very descriptive form what we have asked in the DISCOM.
Another question. I am from cement grinding unit where there is no use of thermal energy. Then how it will be taken into evaluation where 20 marks are there?
Sir, I have already stated that if in cement thermal energy consumption is not there, it will be same for all the other units also. So it will create the level playing field.
Right. Is there any weightage to solar plant in the solar energy in the plant?
Sir, as far as weightage is concerned, in the electricity consumption details which we have asked in the form, we have asked for the renewable energy sources. So the weightage has been provided in the electrical energy consumption there.
Next question is, can startups apply? Very much. We have a separate category for MSME and startups are definitely an MSME. So please apply. You are eligible to apply in all the category. Please go ahead and apply, and startups are very much encouraged to apply. Also, if you are a novel startup, there is also Energy Efficiency Innovation Award. Please check it out on the NECA website, b-neca.in. You have a link to apply for EEIA, which is Energy Efficiency Innovation Awards. Please click that link and apply under the innovation category if your startup is about some new technology that saves energy. Anyone else? Shubha, Amitji, do you have any other questions?
I think most of the things are like, it seems like it's solved here. I mean, there are not specific questions for for us, but we can suggest one thing to whoever is participating here, that this time the forms have been very much simplified and it is applicable for all sectors, like that, like there is MSMEs, there is small, large scale, and it is we are trying to make it very much fair and unbiased, and so that we can motivate all kinds of industries here. So I'd like all of you to participate as fast as possible without waiting for the last moment. That's what I can tell everyone from ASSOCHAM side.
Another thing I would like to add, the award is given by a very esteemed list of dignitaries on the Energy Conservation Day. So please go ahead and encourage your peers in the industry also to apply. Further, for any other questions, due to paucity of time, we may not be able to answer all of them in this call. But you are encouraged to send an inquiry to NECA, NECA.help, HELP help, neca.help@gmail.com, and I assure you that all queries will be promptly answered to. And if required, we will also update the FAQ on website. So FAQ is being regularly updated. Please see if your queries are related to that. And thank you so much for being here today. And if Shubha, if you or anyone else wants to answer, there are a few more questions if somebody wants to take. If other than our unit in our organization have the renewable energy sources, still can we mention in the application? No, the application is not org-wise, it is unit-wise. So the application form is to be submitted at a unit level, not at the organization level. I am writing the mail ID. Somebody has asked what is the mail ID for queries. I am writing it down in the chat box. Maker.help@gmail.com. Please refer to it and please send an email. We are very prompt with queries. Nodal officer means the person who is looking after energy conservation activity, is correct. Yes, nodal officer is the person who is looking after energy conservation activity.
Yes. So I think that would be can close the session with vote of thanks. And if anyone has any kind of questions, they can shoot us the mail neca.help@gmail.com. Like we have already sent it in the chat box. So Amit ji, I think we can close it up unless there is any other questions.
Before we close it up, maybe Amit ji would also be addressing in his address. So we also have sector-specific webinar for different sectors. Like today it was for industries. Please keep a lookout for specific sector. Like schools comes under building. So if you are willing to apply any building, please attend the sector-specific webinar. Details of the same will be shared from time to time. Thank you so much.
So, respected Kamran sir, Joint Director from BEE, respected Rahul Joshi ji, Project Engineer from BEE, respected Kushagra ji, my dear colleagues and participants. A warm good afternoon to everyone. It's an honor for me to express my gratitude to everyone present here on this day. I, Amit Kumar Sharma, on behalf of ASSOCHAM and whole NECA team, feel immense pleasure to propose a vote of thanks. I would take this opportunity to express my deep regards and gratitude to Kamran sir, Joint Director from BEE, who spared his time for his busy schedule and enlightening us. I want to express my sincere gratitude to Mr. Shubh for setting the context for the subject webinar. I would further extend hearty thanks to Rahul ji and Mr. Sai. They explain us nomination procedure for NECA Awards. I would especially thanks to our head of department, Mr. Neeraj Arora sir. He is the backbone and guiding force for everyone new step forward. I express my heartfelt thanks to Kushagra ji for his continuous restless support. My big and deep sense of thanks and appreciation goes to all the participants who are live with us and attend the webinar and make today's webinar a great success. I thank Ministry of Power, Government of India and BEE and its team for their unflattering support and confidence to us. Last, not the least, let me thank all my dear colleagues, Deepak Joshi ji, Mohit Tripathi ji, Kishan Khatri ji, Prabhakar Jha, Meghna and Rohit Basin, who work behind the screen to make this webinar a resounding success. Please pardon me if I forgot anyone's name. Kindly note, our next webinar, NECA 2021, will be for building category and it will be on 1st of October 2021 at 3 p.m. In the end, I thank you all for being with us today. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for attending.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Should I close this now?